How y'all doing? This is the Strong Side coming to you. This is you know what? I decided to make a video of last minute fantasy football advice. So, and I know that it's kind of. I mean, even I'm a little on edge about who to pick because week one is tough. Week one is definitely tough. Um, and but I do know some definites. Um, if you need a prime receiver and you don't have the money for Julio or Antonio Brown or AJ Green or whoever, Kelvin Benjamin is a great option for this matchup. Carolina plays the 49ers, and if you've seen their secondary, you know that Kelvin Benjamin is going to destroy them, rip them apart. Um, Basically, he'll always be open. He's a touchdown threat because of his size. 6'5", 240, or however much he weighs. That's one. I mean, because me, I like to choose, like, my receivers, I kind of like to be in the middle. Like, if I got the money left over to get Julio or AJ, then I will. But Kelvin Benjamin's one. Michael Crabtree is a great option. Titans secondary, I'm not convinced yet. I mean, the addition with Logan Ryan is cool and all, but they still got the number two corner. I don't know if Adoree Jackson from USC, the rookie, is it this year for that spot, but I feel safe with Michael Crabtree. Plus, he's Oakland's biggest touchdown threat, and it's going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be a really high-scoring game between those two. The only reason why I'm not choosing any Tennessee receivers is because I don't know who the hell Marcus is going to throw it to. I mean, well, as far as targets go, I mean, I know you got Decker, you got the rookie Corey Davis, you got Rashard Matthews, Delaney Walker, DeMarco Murray catching passes out the backfield. So it's really he has so many options, so it's kind of hard to tell. Another receiver who I'm actually going to be putting in my lineups, and people might agree, people might not, but you have to realize what's going on here. Brandon Marshall is a great value pick. On DraftKings, I think he's like $5,100. Brandon Marshall is a great pick. Number one reason, Odell's still hurt. Even if Odell plays, they're going to want to take it easy on him. And plus, Odell's going to get double coverage anyway. So Brandon Marshall will get that one-on-one competition. Plus, he's a guy, Brandon Marshall, and Eli knows this. Brandon Marshall is a guy that you throw it to him 10 times, he'll catch 7 at least. And also, Brandon Marshall, other than the rookie Evan Ingram, he's their biggest touchdown threat. Brandon Marshall, because of his size and speed and hands, Brandon Marshall is probably their biggest touchdown threat. So here's my prediction for Brandon Marshall: 7 catches, 91 yards, and a touchdown. That's my prediction against the Cowboys secondary. You got Nolan Carroll and somebody else in Dallas's secondary. So I think it's safe to say that Brandon Marshall will have a pretty decent game. As far as them playing the Cowboys, he's a good pick. Let me go to quarterbacks. Value quarterbacks. Eli Manning is the biggest value. Just because of the Cowboys secondary, the Giants are a pass-heavy offense anyway. I think Eli will have, at least maybe almost 300 yards with at least 2 touchdown passes in that game. Carson Wentz is a good, low value, low risk, high reward pick against the Redskins defense with the new additions they got, Alshon Jeffrey, Zach Ertz. Of course, I have high expectations for the Eagles since they're my squad. What else? Let's see. Another receiver. Jameson Crowder, another pick. Let's see, quarterbacks. I got Marcus Mariota and Derek Carr in a lot of my lines just because it's going to be a shootout between those two teams. So basically, Mariota, Eli, Derek Carr, and Russell Wilson, because they played the Packers and their secondary ain't all that great. They're my top 4 picks for quarterback. Matt Ryan, if you got money for Matt Ryan, I go with him against Chicago. Let's see what else we got going on here. Running backs. Obviously, Le'Veon Bell, David Johnson, they're like the most expensive players ever at this point. So going for value running backs, they got pretty good upside. Todd Gurley, I believe he's gonna have a bounce back season. They play the Colts, and their defensive front is one of the weakest in the league. So I think Todd Gurley will have a decent game. Isaiah Crowell, Pittsburgh's defense is still suspect, and Hugh Jackson already elaborated that he wants to run the ball more. Plus, DeShone Kizer settling in for his first game. They're going to lean on Isaiah. Expect Isaiah Crowell to get at least 20 carries. He'll get 20 carries against Pittsburgh, and possibly over 100 yards. Let's see what else we got going on here. Christian McCaffrey, 49ers, it's self-explanatory. Going back home to Stanford where he played college ball, and he has his own customizable playbook. So obviously they're going to be using him a lot in many different ways. Expect him to get 100 total yards against the Niners and a touchdown. Let's see who else as far as running backs goes. Jordan Howard, obviously. I'm liking Powell. Powell for the Jets. I think he'll have a decent game against the Bills. He had a pretty good game against the Bills last season, and since their quarterback and their receiver tandem is pretty iffy, Powell will get a lot of touches. And you know what? And I'm thinking of more. Why am I thinking of so many more value receivers? Garcon, forgot about him. Brian Hoyer, he will lean on his number 1 receiver a lot. And Pierre Garcon, he'll get 10 targets at least against Carolina. I can bet you that. And as a reliable receiver as he is, he'll catch at least 7 of them. Tight ends, I got Ertz in a lot of my lineups. I got Witten in a lot of my lineups. If you need a value one, Fedorowicz for the Texans, he's a good pick too, as far as value goes, and Jimmy Graham also. My value defense for this week, since Andrew Luck isn't playing, I'm going with the Rams for my defense. That's pretty much it. This last minute fantasy advice. My 2 biggest sleepers is Corey Coleman for the Browns and also Zay Jones for the Bills. They're my 2 biggest sleepers for this week, and also Carlos Hyde. It's another sleeper of mine. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys take some of my fantasy advice, and I hope all y'all win some money. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I do respond, and a new video coming up soon. All right, peace.